Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your full name.
All U.S. soldiers take the same oath, the U.S.-born ones and the ones born abroad.
We raised our hand and swore allegiance to the United States. You look up in the dictionary under national, it says someone who owes allegiance to the country.
Across the border in Reynosa is where Vietnam-era veteran Carlos Jaime Torres now lives. Decorating the walls of Torres' humble two-bedroom apartment are scattered mementos of his service to the United States of America.
I joined 2 days after I turned 18 years old. I wanted to go in the military. My good friend from high school said, let's do something, man, because where we grew up, there was a lot of racism.
Torres served 4 years in the Army before returning home and starting a family. 4 of his 5 sons then followed in his footsteps and enlisted in the military. But unlike them, Torres wasn't a U.S. citizen when he enlisted. He only had a green card as a permanent legal resident. Obtaining citizenship was something Torres wanted all along and thought he had obtained it after being told so by a commanding officer who said he didn't need additional legal papers to prove it.
Sergeant Torres goes, when you raised your hand and swore allegiance to the United States, because the United States was in a state of war at that time, you automatically became a citizen. I just took his word for it. Okay, sir, thank you very much. Went on my way.
Not having proof of papers came back to haunt him. Torres found himself in jail after a family disturbance call, and that's where he met with the wrong people. Torres was caught with 25 pounds of marijuana and served 4 years of a 10-year sentence and was then deported.
You never think about what the future holds in you. You just think about the present.
Torres has now lived in Mexico for 14 years. He has grandchildren he's never met.
I want to hold them when they're small, but if I ever go back, they're already going to be big. I won't be able to hold them and carry them if I go back. If I don't go back, I'll never meet them.
He can only enjoy family through the pictures he keeps in his box. But like him, his family on the other side of the Rio Grande suffers.
He didn't even blink, he signed the dotted line. He went, as most of them, all of them did. They just want to come home. This is their home. This is their home.
Torres isn't alone. Jose Maria Martinez was 8 years old when his parents obtained green cards and moved the family from Mexico to Brownsville, Texas. There, Martinez spent his life before and after he fought overseas in Vietnam.
This is my United States Marine Corps flag. It was a gift, and I've had it for years. I joined the Marine Corps in 1966. Got out in 72.
Martinez fought alongside U.S.-born soldiers in some of the most dangerous locations of the war, including serving in the demilitarized zone of the Ben Hai River, which divided North and South Vietnam.
I was a grunt in the Vietnam. I fought hand to hand. I fought for my country.
All along, Martinez thought he was a citizen, as his discharge papers say he is. But Martinez was told he would have to fight it in court, which could take up to 3 years and would remain locked up. So he chose deportation.
Yes, I screwed up. I understand that. That's not a problem. The United States of America did not tell me to go and screw up. But to punish me to such a degree, that's not fair. Really, really wasn't fair.
I'm hoping to wake up one day and see the news where, hey, military veterans are allowed to return home. Thanksgiving's coming up. Here, I think every Veterans Day, I've been hoping, hey, hopefully President Obama will pardon all military veterans that got deported.
The Immigration and Nationality Act does say that they can be deported for aggravated felonies or crimes of moral turpitude, which includes writing bad checks, driving under the influence, or, and this is the emphasis, petty drug offenses.
Once arrested, the veterans are sent away to countries they may not know, but are listed as their birthplace.
They make a bad mistake later on. The way we punish that is through our criminal justice system. It should not be by virtue of deportation.
This line marks the imaginary boundary between the United States and Mexico. Where I'm standing also marks the closest that a deported veteran can get to the country they once called home.
We do not appear to keep adequate databases that tell us how many veterans who served our country get deported.
Vela signed onto a bill introduced by Arizona Congressman Raul Grijalva in June. The Veterans Visa and Protection Act of 2016 attempts to cancel the removal of eligible non-citizen veterans and permits eligible deported non-citizen veterans to enter into the United States. But as the legislative session comes to a close on November 30th, so does the chance for approval of Grijalva's bill. Until a bill or a presidential pardon is passed, deported veterans don't have much to do but wait and hope that one day the country they fought to defend will fight to bring them back home.
I've learned my mistakes, and through those mistakes that I've made, I have become myself a better citizen. I have become a good citizen in Mexico, and I will be a fantastic citizen in the United States of America.
In the Rio Grande Valley, I'm Imelda Mejia reporting.